Hey everyone, we're here with Margaux of FundLife International, and she's our next activist spotlight, and she'll be talking about her organization in the Philippines, working with kids who are suffering post-traumatic stress after a natural disaster. So Margaux, could you tell us a little bit about FundLife International and what you guys do and how you got involved?
FundLife International is like an international organization in the Philippines, and it started just last year. And its goal is to actually support children in their dreams. So that's the main message of FundLife International, so enabling dreams in color. So I actually got to know FundLife International after I worked with Waya. And then I was looking for something in the Philippines. It's kind of different, and when I found out about it, the message really resonated with mine. Like, if you know me, I'm all about dreams, chasing your goals and your passions. Our two main projects are Football for Life and Going Places. So Football for Life, it's like a psychosocial therapy for the kids. So we offer free football sessions to the children of Tacloban. So we have 9 sites now, and then in each of the sites we bring coaches who will deliver all of these football sessions. But we also try to inculcate like an education program in that, like mentorship. More than the sports, we actually want to teach the kids valuable life skills. Going Places is our other project. It's geared towards the adolescents, and it's designed to actually provide support to these young people on how to achieve their dreams. So we do leadership training and then mentorship program as well, but they're more comprehensive compared to like the normal play therapy with Football for Life. So actually our goal is to move the people, the children from Football for Life, and they will transition to the Going Places project. So after that, there's like a continuous support. I got to be more involved with Football for Life because I enjoy the sport. And it's really fun being with the kids because they're like so full of energy, and they're like, it feels like they have no problems, even if like things happen already to them, but you see their smiles on their faces, so they're so happy with their lives.
How many kids do you have now, like at the program for the Football for Life?
Not exactly sure, but we have 9 sites, and then each of these sites has like about 30 kids. But the biggest one we have has like 100 kids. So that one is pretty new. So since it's new, I think kids start coming in, then it will dwindle down a bit to like the regular ones coming. And yeah, but usually it's just around 30 to 40 kids.
On the topic of kids and PTSD, I think we all know kind of that PTSD usually is talked about in the context of wars and those kind of traumatic situations. How is it like your own experience dealing with these kids who experience trauma after a natural disaster? Like, I feel like that's such a new it's such a new idea, such a new concept of like looking at PTSD.
Yeah, so I'm not really familiar with PTSD, but then when I got into this project, I got to know more about it. But for us, for example, like with the kids, it's not very evident, or it's not like clearly manifested on how they are affected by the natural disaster, like trauma from it. But you can actually see from how they interact with the kids, other kids, or like when we ask them to draw and stuff, that's how it was it's like manifested. Like you can see from, like you can hear from their stories that they're still like scared to talk about it. So what we're trying to do with FundLife and Football for Life is to actually build a long-term program, because that's what we want to try to avoid. Like people say that, oh, you just gave us something, you just give, and then that's it, bye, we're gonna leave you now, you can do whatever you want. So I think in this case, the trauma that you're trying to say with PTSD is different. It's more like, because I read that it doesn't really show with kids compared to adults. With kids, it's more like subconscious, like in their artwork or in their stories or interaction with other people, but not like, you know,
Yeah, it
you
doesn't.
can see them
Yeah.
like nervous or something like that. No.
Margaux, as a young person, what is it like to be living and working in recovering cities like Tacloban?
At first I was super excited because, you know, it's a different place. For me, if it's like a different place, everything is exciting. But it's different this time because it's like a city that's trying to recover from a natural disaster. With the program, actually it helps because I get to know different sites and then different kids. So that's what makes it really nice. So, you know, people say like, oh, it has to be beautiful or something like that. But sometimes it has to be with like the people that we engage with. I think in Tacloban, they said it actually recovered pretty fast. Because of all the international organizations that came in and all of the help that poured with all of these eight. And with that, it's like 2 years. Wow, it's okay. But yes, I think it still needs more of the building from, how do you call this, trying to give more opportunities to the people rather than just giving and giving and giving. Because right now, since the problem that they're trying to point out is that now that the funds are gone or now that the aid is gone, what are we gonna do? Because they didn't really give anything that these people could work on. They just gave houses, they gave food, and now that's gone. How are they trying? How are the people gonna like
sustain it?
Exactly, and then build their lives again.
Yeah. So I don't know. Out of curiosity, like, what is the general feeling, I guess, in the city? Like, do they think like climate change? Like, do they think like, oh, this is a product of climate change?
I remember them telling me that they were actually warned that this is gonna happen, but some of them were like thinking, oh, it's just gonna be a normal typhoon. Typhoons happen all the time in the Philippines. So people thought that they're gonna get through it. It's just like a normal one. But they didn't expect this, like, okay, this is gonna kill 1,000 lives. So I'm not so sure about whether they're briefed with climate change, but I hope they were.
So Margaux, if a young person wanted to start a program or an organization like FundLife, what would you advise them or what would you tell them?
Well, I have no idea about starting a program or starting an organization, but I think if you want to do something like that, you have to know your cause. So if you believe in a cause that you're very passionate about, I think things will come afterwards. Because sometimes I think for other organizations or something like that, they lose sight of their purpose, that they tend to do other things. But if you know what you're trying to do, and if you know what your goal is, you'll be able to achieve it. So I think that's the thing that with everything and everything else, you have to know what you really want to achieve. So there, fight for it.
So good. So if people want to find out more about FundLife, what do you tell them?
If you want to know more about FundLife International, you can visit our website at www.fundlife.org.
Thanks again, Margaux, for doing this interview with us. We hope to visit you soon in Tacloban and hope that more young people join in later on.
Yes, thank
help
you
out
also.
and volunteer.
Thank you also for interviewing me. What is this?